Hello everyone, it's me, TheGamingDusty, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Call of Duty World War II DLC 1 Resistance. We have gotten 3 new maps, a new Zombies mode, as well as a new map for the War game mode. The 3 new maps include Valkyrie, Occupation, and Anthropoid, the new War map being Operation Intercept, and the new Zombies mode being The Darkest Shore, in which I will not actually be reviewing because I'm not a big Zombies fan, and I'm not the right kind of person to ask about zombies, or let alone review it. So I will be skipping over that. If I can find a good review by someone else, I will link it in the description for you, but we will be taking a look at War and the 3 standard game mode maps. Starting off, we're looking at Operation Intercept. This is possibly the best part of this new DLC we have, and unfortunately that's not saying much. Altogether, we only have one new thing. You start off by rescuing some resistance fighters who was captured and imprisoned, so you release them by opening some doors. That's the only new thing. After that, we go and destroy more comms, and then after that, we push a tank. That's really it. The map is not anything we haven't seen before. It looks very similar to, I forget the map, but it looks very similar to a map we have already in the game at launch, one of the 9 original maps. And I thought it was repurposed at first. Now, closer inspection, obviously it is new, but it looks very similar. And unfortunately, with this DLC, that is not the only thing that looks similar, but we'll get farther into that later. For now, Operation Intercept. Altogether, it's pretty good. It's not the best war mode. It's not the worst. Yeah, although it's new and there's some things that we've already done. You know, the comms, there are some smaller ones now, but you're still destroying comms. And altogether, you push a tank for the 10,000th time. It's nothing new, but it's still fun. And that's the important part. It is still fun. And that is Operation Intercept. We will now be moving on to the 3 new multiplayer maps, which I'm really hoping, and I know you are too, is really good. Because the 9 original maps has not been enough to keep this fandom, this player base, interested in this game. So are they any good? Let's find out. And up next we have Occupation, this being a remake of the Modern Warfare 3 map Resistance. Now we also got this map last year in Infinite Warfare, and one of their DLCs was either, I think was the last one, the 4th one, I think maybe, I don't know. I go review that map in whatever DLC that was in. I'll put that in the description as well. Just so, you know, I'm not going to go too much into detail on this map because it was good then, it's good now, and it was good Modern Warfare 3. It's a good map. Good map. It's a really good map. That's all you got to know. This is by far the best multiplayer map, normal multiplayer map out of the 3 we got for this DLC. And that's sad, because this map is now the 3rd time we've been on it. Why? Why is this the best map? Well, you'll see why later. I promise. It's not very good. I'm sorry, spoiler alert. We're in trouble. Next, we have Anthropoid. This map I have a mostly hate relationship with. Now, I do love it once in a while, mainly on Domination, which is what I'm playing on now. It's only good here, and if your map is only good on a certain game mode, that means the map is bad. I mean, just picture this. If I can find a good picture of the map, I'll put it in. But you picture it. 3 lanes. The middle lane comes to an end. There's a river there. At the other end of the river in front of you is a giant balcony people can camp on and shoot you. Does that sound like fun? It's not. Spoiler alert. It's not. That sucks. So no one goes in the middle. You just go in circles. It sucks. It really sucks. I mean, look at that. Look, they're right there. Is that fun to you? It's not fun. That's the answer. Anthropoid is the worst map out of all of them, easily. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad map. We've had much worse maps, but for this DLC, it's the low point. And it's because all you have to do to win is have that balcony. Balcony side, you won the game easily. Unless you're in Domination, of course, because then you're forced to move around and capture points. But if you're in Team Deathmatch, anything that's less objective-based, balcony side wins, and it sucks. And yeah, it sucks in Domination too. B sucks. Anthropoid sucks. Let's go with that. Anthropoid, middle lane, sucks. Cool idea, terrible execution. Make Anthropoid great again. I don't know, man. Last but not least, we have Valkyrie. The middle of the three. You've got Occupation as the best, you've got Anthropoid as the worst. What makes this map okay? It's the fact that there's really nothing new. It's cool, it's got a cool idea, it's got a cool theme. This and Anthropoid were both based on actual resistance battles, which is a cool idea. Unfortunately, it's outdone by a Modern Warfare 3 map from 2011. But it's true, and that's how it works. This is why having 4 multiplayer maps is actually better, because there's more wiggle room for, yeah, there's a bad one, but there's 3 good ones. No. Now there's a clear and cut, good, middle, bad, and Valkyrie falls in the middle. Why? Look at it. It's kind of boring. Bunch of greens and grays and browns, and the cement's pretty. And did you see that 6-wheeled jalopy? That was weird. I don't know why I pointed that out. I just did. Basically, this map does nothing new. Just like the war mode. There's tanks everywhere. It's very cluttered. It's got trees. Cool. You know, the whole idea of this was basically resistance fighters, you know, break into a base and win. That's the real story. Unfortunately, that'd be better as a war map, not as a normal multiplayer map. Now it's an empty big base that looks cool, but it's got a couple corridors, and you might find someone in there, or you might not. Just like any other multiplayer map ever. So basically, it does nothing new. There's a room that's on fire. There's hot ash floating around. Again, that's on a normal game, or a normal map we've already gotten in the base game. It does nothing new. Basically, these maps look similar to other Call of Duty maps, not only because they were remastered, but because, think about it, this is the problem with World War II, guys. Things are going to be on fire, nothing's going to be cool, because there's going to be tanks everywhere. Unless if all of a sudden you can get a power-up that makes you Hitler, these maps aren't going to be exciting. I love World War II as a war. It's really cool and interesting to discover and to read about, but as a game, you've got old cars in old settings, things are on fire, and that's about it. Welcome to World War II, guys. I've got a bad feeling about the next 3 DLCs, and my prediction is they're going to be just like this. They're decent DLCs, but altogether, I wouldn't waste your money on it. Unless you get the Season Pass for all 4, I wouldn't even spend $15 for one. I might be surprised. But as of now, this is my review and this is my idea of what World War II will be like. DLCs are going to be meh all the way through. No highlights, no downfalls. Just, yeah, they were decent DLCs. And unfortunately, for a game with only 9 base maps, 3 base war maps, and 1 base zombie map, that's not good to have that few maps, have the game riding on whether the DLC is a hit or a miss, and having it be neither, and being at heh. So that's my review, guys. Occupation, great. Valkyrie, okay. Again, does nothing new. It flows nice. It's got a good flow, I guess. That's, you know, every map should have that. And that's why Anthropoid sucks. It's got a terrible flow. That middle map is Hitler himself. If Hitler was a road, it'd be that middle lane in Anthropoid. And then Operation Intercept. Same problem with Valkyrie. Nothing new. Unfortunately, it's just nothing new. It's not the best we have. It's not the worst we have. It's just nothing new. That's the idea of DLC 1, the Resistance. Unfortunately, it's got a cool idea. Resistance fighters. That's the idea. But the launch of this is Resistance fighters have just won a war. They're running home, and they all trip over a piece of fishing line. They all faceplant, fall into one of those ditches with a bunch of spikes, and that's this DLC. We were all super excited for it, but my inner gut says this DLC fell on its face, and the other 3 will probably do the same thing. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video of me just kind of digging into the game. That's my feeling. I could very well be wrong, and if I am wrong, I will celebrate with you. But for now, I'm wondering how they can take World War II, which was, yeah, cool, but it's cool because we know how it ended. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you feel like it. You know, hit the bell if you really like me and you want to be notified if I post. I rarely do, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't say rarely, but I do it as much as I can because I love making these videos for you. I'm working on getting an editor. You'll probably be getting an update video in the next week or two. And unfortunately, that'll probably be my next video. Again, I got school, I got work, I got friends, I got a life. And YouTube is a part of that. So I'm trying to get things moving along, but unfortunately it's not working the best right now. But hopefully I'll start being able to pump out more videos for you, and you can damn well bet that I will be here for Call of Duty World War II DLC 2. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And please don't hate me for saying the next 3 DLCs will probably suck, even though I'm sticking with my gut on that. You're welcome.